I have always had an obsession about building the animal kingdom, but I just can't quite do it. It's a little too big. But it does not mean that I cannot be inspired and study how the water falls down the rocks and how the plants grow on the rocks, dreaming that I someday may build all this. Then I look at the animals and see a rhinoceros iguana, and I have a rhinoceros iguana, and a Peroon shark, and I have Peroon sharks, and I also have an Asian water monitor. I don't know if Animal Kingdom has an Asian water monitor. But back to the dream, to build a beautiful garden and to plant animals within it. We are building a waterfall today and attaching live plants to it next week. So up to this point, we have built 1 waterfall, 2 waterfalls, 3 waterfalls, 4 waterfalls, and this is going to be our 5th major waterfall. Today we're going to do the largest waterfall we've ever attempted. We are going to build a waterfall 12 feet wide and 12 feet high. So big that we got to get an excavator to lift up the cascade rock that goes on the top. What I've done here is I was going to build a pond I could swim with fish. And what I did is I got 4 of these filters. This is a 90,000 gallon pond, and each filter does 25,000 gallons. Now, I know these are made to work with chlorine, but somehow I would like to get away from that and do some sort of a biological filtration and someday to be able to go swimming with the fish. I want the one by the house to be a swim pond with fish, but I'm still working with my wife on that one. We got these heavy galvanized steel pipes, and we're gonna pound these into the ground. And this is gonna hold up the base of the cascade because it's huge. I don't know what it weighs. I don't know if it weighs 400 pounds or 500 pounds, but it is really, really heavy. The way I come up with the ideas of all my projects is, I don't want to say seat in my pants, but I got the surplus. I get the surplus from Universal Rock. I got a whole tractor trailer of it with the reptile cages. And I got this big top piece. And it has a defect to it. I'm not exactly sure what the defect is. I think they used a little more material than they wanted to, and I think it doesn't flow evenly over the face of the rock. But it's this huge, gigantic rock, 11 feet by 8 feet. And my friend has this telescoping skid steerer that he's gonna come here tomorrow, and he's gonna lift this rock up and put it in place. The pond by the pool, well, we had what, 6 people, Caesar?
Yeah.
We had 6 people lift it and put it in place. And I think it weighed 300 and something pounds. This is more than that, and we want to go 7.5 feet off the ground. So obviously we got to use equipment to get it up, but I'm so excited. This is my biggest waterfall I've ever built. And we're gonna pound stainless steel pipes into the ground, and then we're gonna use this to cover the pipes. We're gonna put a skin around the stainless steel pipe and make it look like it's a big rock. And that's how I've built all my waterfalls. Well, unfortunately, that rock panel was so heavy, I had to put down the camera and help the guys lift it into place. Next, we grab the big top cascade piece. Once the top cascade piece was in place, we added 2 smaller waterfalls on top of the cascade. Then we had to attach panels to the left and to the right of the waterfall.
Well, we finally got this waterfall finished. 10, 12, 14 feet tall, 20,000 gallons an hour. We're putting some finishing touches on it. We're putting some live plants around it. We're just waiting for Caesar to come back. We're gonna plant a palm tree right here, a majesty palm. Now, majesty palms are very tolerant of water. In fact, they can be grown in water. So this is the majesty palm I was telling you about. This palm can be planted in the water, or it can be planted in a traditional pot and go on your patio or something. If it's in the water though, the nighttime temperature should be above 70 degrees. We're actually gonna put this into the water here. And this will actually be growing right in the pond.
We will see you next week, and don't forget to like and subscribe.